The Kybalion has quietly sold hundreds of thousands of copies across multiple generations by focusing on timeless truths about consciousness and reality. Here are the top 50 secrets that lie within the Kybalion, will deepen your understanding of life and give you practical tools to consciously shape your reality. The 7 Hermetic Principles, core teachings. Principle 1, mentalism. Everything that exists, physical or spiritual, originated as a thought in the universal mind. This means our personal realities are shaped by our own mental states. To change your life, begin by changing your thinking patterns and mental focus. Principle 2, correspondence. As above, so below. The patterns that govern the cosmos also govern the smallest aspects of life. By studying the microcosm, self, body, relationships, we can understand the macrocosm, universe, society, destiny. This is why self-knowledge leads to universal understanding. Principle 3, vibration. Nothing rests. Everything is in constant motion, from atoms to galaxies. Your emotions, thoughts, and words carry vibrations that affect your reality. Learning to raise your vibrational state attracts higher experiences. Principle 4, polarity. Everything has an opposite, and those opposites are simply different degrees of the same thing. Love and hate, hot and cold, fear and courage, all exist on a spectrum. Mastery comes from consciously shifting where you stand on that spectrum. Principle 5, rhythm. Life moves like a pendulum. Highs are followed by lows, action by rest, gain by loss. Understanding this helps you stay balanced through life's ups and downs. Principle 6, cause and effect. Nothing happens by chance. Every action has a consequence, and every consequence traces back to a cause. When you act with intention, you become a cause instead of just an effect of circumstances. Principle 7, gender. Masculine and feminine energies exist on all planes, mental, spiritual, and physical. True creation happens when these forces are balanced, allowing both action and receptivity. Lessons on reality and mind. Lesson 8, your mind shapes reality. Your thoughts are the blueprint for your life. Negative thinking leads to negative outcomes, so train your mind to focus on solutions, growth, and abundance. Lesson 9, mental transmutation. You can transform lower emotions like fear or anger into higher ones like courage or love by changing your perspective and emotional focus. Lesson 10, the all is unknowable, yet understandable. We may never fully comprehend the infinite, but we can observe its laws and live in harmony with them, much like understanding gravity without fully understanding the universe. Lesson 11. Thought is creative power. Your imagination is the workshop of your future. What you visualize repeatedly with emotion and belief eventually manifests in your life. Lesson 12. Master your mind. If you don't control your mind and external influences will control you. Daily discipline, meditation, journaling, mindfulness strengthens mental mastery. Lessons on polarity. Lesson 13. Find the middle point. Avoid extreme emotional reactions. Balance brings peace, clarity, and better decision-making. Lesson 14. Opposites can be reconciled. Conflict often hides connection. Love and hate, for example, are deeply linked. Understanding this allows for deeper forgiveness and emotional maturity. Lesson 15. Shift your position, consciously. If you feel stuck in fear, slowly raise yourself toward courage. Small, consistent steps change your emotional state over time. Lesson 16. Judgment is relative. What seems bad today may become your greatest blessing tomorrow. Avoid rigid labels and stay open to life's deeper meaning. Lessons on rhythm. Lesson 17. Avoid being a pendulum slave. When you feel life pulling you into negativity, practice detachment. Observe the swing instead of being carried by it. Lesson 18. Ride the positive swing. Act boldly when the energy is in your favor, during times of inspiration, growth, and opportunity. Lesson 19. Anticipate cycles. Knowing that every winter is followed by spring allows you to endure difficult seasons with faith. Lesson 20. Detach during negative cycles. Instead of forcing things during a downturn, rest, reflect, and conserve energy until the cycle shifts. Lessons on cause and effect. Lesson 21. Be a cause, not just an effect. Stop waiting for life to happen to you. Choose your actions deliberately so you influence your destiny. Lesson 22. Use higher laws to master lower ones. Knowledge of universal principles allows you to rise above blind reactions, much like knowing aerodynamics allows planes to overcome gravity. Lesson 23. Understand karma consciously. See the link between your choices and their results. This empowers you to make better decisions moving forward. Lesson 24. Stop blaming fate. Fate is simply the effect of past causes. Take responsibility, create new causes, and shape a better future. Lessons on gender, creative energy. Lesson 25. Balance your inner masculine and feminine. Integrate logic, masculine, with intuition, or feminine, to make well-rounded choices. Lesson 26. Masculine energy initiates, feminine receives. When these work together, ideas can be conceived, nurtured, and brought into reality. Lesson 27. Generate new ideas. Use your imagination like a mental womb, allowing creative thoughts to develop before taking action. Lesson 28. Direct your energy wisely. Avoid wasting your creative power on drama or trivial pursuits. Focus it on building what you truly desire. Lessons on personal growth. Lesson 29. Seek knowledge, not blind belief. Direct experience and study lead to real wisdom. Don't just accept what you're told. Lesson 30. Practice detachment. Don't cling to outcomes or possessions. Freedom comes from being unattached. Lesson 31. Transcend the lower self. Act from your higher nature, compassion, purpose, and integrity, not from ego or impulse. Lesson 32. Self-mastery leads to mastery of circumstances. When you control yourself, external events lose their power over you. Lesson 33. Align with natural law. Flow with life instead of resisting it. Resistance creates suffering. Acceptance creates peace. Lesson 34. Turn trials into teachings. Every challenge holds a lesson. Seek the growth hidden inside difficulties. Lesson 35. Act from higher motives. When your intentions are pure, your actions attract positive results and supportive people. Lesson 36. Stay humble. True wisdom recognizes there is always more to learn. Humility keeps you open to growth. Lessons on universal understanding. Lesson 37. Everything is connected. Your actions, even small ones, ripple through the whole web of life. Lesson 38. Energy is never lost. Death is not an end, but a transformation. Your essence continues in new forms. Lesson 39. The physical world is a projection. Matter is a shadow of spirit. Don't confuse appearances for ultimate reality. Lesson 40. You are both finite and infinite. Recognize your mortal limits, but also your eternal connection to the divine. Lessons for daily life. Lesson 41. Observe without judgment. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Simply notice without immediately labeling. Lesson 42. Speak carefully. Your words carry vibration. Use them to build, not to destroy. Lesson 43. Choose uplifting environments. Where you spend time influences your mood, motivation, and mental clarity. Lesson 44. Practice mental discipline. Train your mind daily to focus on what you want, not what you fear. Lesson 45. Seek harmony. Avoid unnecessary conflict. Look for common ground with others. Lesson 46. Use intention deliberately. Before you act, decide what you truly want to create. Lesson 47. Be patient. Universal law unfolds in its own timing. Trust the process. Lesson 48. Avoid extremes. Balance keeps you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually aligned. Lesson 49. Learn from nature. Nature reflects all Hermetic principles. Study its cycles, patterns, and wisdom. Lesson 50. Remember you are a creator. Every choice is a brushstroke painting the masterpiece of your life.